It's 2 days after the Midlands Card Expo. Let's get into it. So the Midlands Card Expo was held on the 31st of May, the Sunday that's just gone. It was held at the National Conference Centre in Solihull. Very easy to get to for directional purposes, so it's straight on the motorway. I think it's junction 7 of the M42, connected to the A45 route as well. You type the postcode in, you get straight in. Vendor parking at the back by the rear entrance, which is where everybody was directed in and out. Again, very easy to get in and out. I did a lap of honour because for some reason I couldn't remember where my tables were from the last time, and they put me in exactly the same place. And it just, the setup, easing in and out, security was there as needed. They checked you off on a list, gave you the right wristband. You were straight in, ready to set up and ready for 9 o'clock. The attendance was absolutely insane, and I thought the first one was good. This one was even busier. It was a constant influx of people, even at sort of the dead, I call it like the dead zone in card shows. So even at about 2 o'clock, it was still very busy. Deals were still happening, and all in all, it was just a very, very good day. So affordability. Affordability. Five shields versus what I paid for the tables, and they even confirmed that they did an increase for increased security, which is a totally valid point. And as an event organizer, the fact that they were very upfront with you straight away was so good. A lot of card shows just increase without giving any sort of specific reason, and I thought this was very good in the case of that. Yeah, we have to put our hands up and tell you why we're increasing this amount. Very, very good communication from start to finish. It was just a very good show for prices versus sales. Sales were insane. Essentially, I think I came out where it worked out just about 9.5% of costs. So it had literally just hit under the 10% mark. So therefore, for affordability, it gets 5 shields. Trades were absolutely insane. I have lost count with how many slabs I managed to get in from a trade. Now, bearing in mind that I was offered a vast amount for buy, I didn't buy one single thing, and yet the amount of people that were willing to trade was incredible. And it was heavy hitting cards, high end, low end, you know, multiple amounts of cards, but the majority of it seemed to be, I didn't take my folders this time. So one thing I should really mention is that I didn't take my folders. I was split between 2 shows, so I also had the Yorkshire Card Show, which I won't talk about because I wasn't there. So the Yorkshire Card Show had my low end folders, which was generally from £1 to £20 cards. This show just had £20 and upwards. Now at the last Midland Expo, where I had a lot of low end cards go out, I was a bit worried that I wasn't going to do well with my higher end product. However, blown out the water. My Luffy Dortmund promo 10 ace 10 was straight out the door. I had various higher end £100 upward slabs and singles that were just going straight out the door at a constant rate, and the trades that I got back were absolutely fantastic. My favorite of the day is the fact that I had a full set of fossil cards. So if I just give you a sort of, and it's all in numerical order as well. So you've got the Articuno, the Ditto, the Dragonite, and then obviously the Gengar. And if I sort of give you, and I'm getting it back into order here, and if I show you the sort of level of quality of the Gengar itself, very, very clean for the card of its age, and the back was just fantastic. And never ever before in the history of me vending have I ever received a full collection on a trade, let alone a buy on a trade. And traded for slabs, was more than happy with the product that he got, and it was just a good day as a whole. So five shields for trade. Buys straight away, 5 shields. I bought absolutely nothing, but the amount as I calculated it through. So I was offered whole collections, I was offered high-end cards, offered Bubble Mew, Ace 10s, PSA 10s. There was a vast amount of cards that I was given an opportunity to buy and didn't, but just overall five shields for the amount that I had. So in conclusion, the Midlands Card Expo seems to achieve something that not a lot of card shows can, which is just creating an incredible atmosphere for capacity. It's a very simple card show. There's nothing real substantial or elegant about it. It's just very easy. It's tables and cards. I think they had a Goku statue there for like photo opportunities as well, which was great, but the majority of it was focused around the fact that TCG was available at all table, you know, like the whole areas, the two sort of rooms that they had. And what was good about this show as well to mention was the fact that people in the other room, which was sort of like a side room, they had people that were literally like shoulder to shoulder. So for that to happen in a second room, absolutely fantastic. Shows that they know what they're doing when it comes to marketing, and they know what they're doing when it comes to capacity. A little bit tight, and I sort of get that side of it, but the fact that everybody sort of like was able to do well even in a separated room shows how strong the card show is. I will always back Midland's card shows, and I really do strongly suggest that you try and make it to the next one for sure. They're still trying to sort out a date, and I think they're trying to expand the location, which is a great idea. But yeah, as a vendor, these guys know what they're doing. They know how to put on a show, and it works every single time. So that's it for that one. Very quick, very easy episode, and I am working on vendor POVs just in case people are worried that I'm not going to do them anymore. They just take a long time to do, and I am definitely putting the next bit of Cardiff out. I'm going to time skip a bit just so that I can try and keep up with the demand of how many card shows I'm doing versus the content that I'm trying to put out. So yeah, thanks for all the support, and I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again.